Okay, I may have already uploaded the video about the original thing about this. For anyone who's not aware, there's a petition on change.org about getting rid of Pornhub for a few things that are just 100% stupid. Like they happened, yes. Well, actually, one of them happened. The other one I'm not sure if it happened. I didn't look into it. But I do know one of the stories did happen, but in no way is it Pornhub's responsibility because they have terms and guidelines, and you have to sign up as an 18-year-old and they're not responsible past that. That's the consumer's fault after that. But here's the thing: is there was a petition, and there still is, for crying out loud, on change.org that I got a notification about because I get a bunch of notifications about anything that's popular on change.org. Um, and I've only signed like 4 petitions on there, I think, to my knowledge. And most of them are just for the lulz. Well, 4 of them now because I had to sign this one just for the heck of it. Because I was like, well, why not? I'll give them one more signature because I won't do a thing. You cannot get rid of a website because you don't like it. Like, Pornhub is doing nothing illegal. They're not encouraging trafficking or whatever you want to claim they're doing. They're not encouraging any of that. They actually took down everything that involves that the moment that someone proves that it is that. They're not going to take something down without proof. And this is the thing, is people don't really seem to notice that it's very similar to YouTube. How YouTube can't really be blamed because of the terms and service they put up. Like, you can't blame YouTube for what a user does. That is the YouTuber's problem. That is not the whole what's it called? Platform's problem. Like that is literally, if someone uploads something that is illegal, that is not the website's responsibility. Yes, if it is told to them that it is there, yes, they will take it down, as Pornhub did with everything that they did. God, I think this is so funny that they're trying to shut down Pornhub, and this is an update I got, and I think it's hilarious that I 100% expect the person who created this whole petition to be a middle-aged woman with short blonde hair, maybe with a few colored streaks in it, who taps people on the shoulders aggressively to get their attention. If you don't know what I'm talking about a stereotypical Karen who just wants to make it, piss off people for her own selfish desires. I worked with so many fucking Karens. Well, I had to deal with so many fucking Karens. I didn't have to work with them. I had to deal with them. I had to deal with so many fucking Karens in my whole, I don't even know how many years I've been working. I was 16 when I got my first job. I was 15 when I started volunteering, so, technically it's been almost 7 years now. Oh, yikes. It's almost my birthday again. Holy shit! January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, never mind. I got 3 months. I'm 9/12 of the way there. I'm 3/4 of the way. But anyways, this person is trying to shut down Pornhub, and now they post an update saying they're going to protest at the Pornhub HQ. Ooh, this gives me so many vibes of like the Area 51 signature thing, where they got like 200 or 300,000 signatures, and then only like 20 people showed up. I don't know how many people showed up. A very small group of people showed up. I hope that's what happens here, because they have this picture of like massive protest, traffic being jammed. No, you're probably gonna get like 10 people, because I can guarantee anyone who signed this petition is not gonna go through with it. They're not gonna go through with risking getting arrested because they're obstructing traffic and all that, which is actually something you can get arrested for. But I also think that a lot of people just signed it to be like white knights or the nice guys who respect women. How dare you disrespect women? No, I say that because I've seen a lot of those people sign these kinds of things before, and it's stupid. They're not gonna follow through with it. And I swear, if the person who created this petition is the only one there, I'm going to laugh. I hope there's news about this. I hope we find like a news channel that shows this whole protest, because I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard. They had 300,000 signatures on it. I think it was like 367. I think. Where is it? 367,000 signatures. Yep. As of March 5th, and growing by the minute. It's not. It went up like 1 signature in the past hour, so not true. I mean, maybe it is, but the last hour it only went up 1 signature, so. Yes, I did keep an eye on this. It is a bit I find hysterical. The campaign to shut down Pornhub has gained the support of over 75 child protection, women's rights, and anti-trafficking organizations, as well as Oh, really? What organizations? Pornhub is described as a super predator. Oh, that's complete bullshit. Because you know what's funny? Pornhub actually takes down things that are against its terms and policies, like blood. There's a lot of it doesn't they don't allow blood or gore, and then you have X videos and I don't know any other porn. I don't watch much porn, guys. I'm sorry, I really don't. So I don't know the many websites, but I know there are websites out there that show snuff films, and I'm just like, okay, why aren't you going after them? Ones where people are actually being killed in the videos, killed in air quotes, and not Pornhub. Pornhub doesn't allow that. They have none of that on Pornhub, and yet you're going after. Oh boy, they're going after it because it'll have the most impact. They don't care about their purpose. They want to get their voice out there. That's all they want. They don't want to shut down Pornhub. They just want to be popular on the internet. Yeah. Because if they did want to make a difference, they did want to actually shut down people who are guilty of those kinds of things. Shut down X videos or once again I don't know many other websites. I don't go to many porn websites. I go to a few hentai websites for whatever that one hentai is called. Ooh, epic name, cool. But I don't watch porn. I really don't. I might read some erotic novels, but that's a different story. Um, but they're trying to shut down Pornhub, and they're not only writing a petition that will literally do nothing, because guess who they signed the petition for? Hold on, let's go to the... And I did sign the petition, like I said, because it does nothing. Whatever. Basically, they sent it to... It was the official child protective kind of I don't remember what it was called. It was it's the place where you go to for massive companies breaking the law, which Pornhub has not done. So yikes. It's the Department of Justice or whatever. Department of I don't remember what it's called. It's the I'll just go here. Why not? Let's read it. Let's look through the article for a second. So the petition. I've already signed the petition. I don't want to do it again because you're just full of bullshit. For too long, pornography has been framed as a moral issue, but from over the... Yeah, no, it's not a moral issue. Not for people who... Social justice. Oh my god, we actually have social justice warriors. They have specifically said they are in it for the social justice. Oh my god. No, but seriously, there is no place for Pornhub in a world committed to sexual equality, dignity, and social justice. Hate to tell you, but I'm pretty sure a lot of porn stars take a lot of pride in what they do. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys who are also on Pornhub, and they're very famous. And yet you're saying it's not sexual equality when, men and women both have Pornhub accounts. This is the definition of a Karen. They think that everything's about them, and I think it's hilarious because they're assuming that people only pay attention to the women porn stars. Hate to tell you, girl, I watch a lot of men porn stars when I do watch porn. So, yeah, I'm into dudes. Deal with it. God, my point is get out of your notifications. Stop it. This is all just a bunch of bullshit. They're just talking a bunch of shit. Trying to get, Now, here we go. So, yes, the first story here was that a 15-year-old girl had been missing for a year. Was finally found after her mother was tipped off that her daughter was being featured on videos on the site. Yep. However, guess what? Pornhub took it off immediately. Because, of course, they can't keep track of everything, just like YouTube doesn't keep track of anything. I had to tell you guys, Jake Paul had to take down his own video because Pornhub wasn't even aware, or not Pornhub, YouTube wasn't even aware of the Jake Paul issue. For anyone who's not, or was it Jake Paul or Logan Paul? Fuck, I always get them mistaken. I'm not a big Paul fan in general. But either, I think it was Logan, wasn't it? Logan Paul? The guy who filmed a hanging body, for crying out loud. He took that video down. YouTube didn't do it because they weren't even alerted of it before it became a major issue. You can't expect them to be 100% aware of everything. Just like how, hate to tell ya, anime websites, that includes Funimation, Crunchyroll, all them, they're not going to be completely aware of stuff that goes on their website. They can't be. They hire moderators to handle it, but even then, they can't handle everything. They can't look at everything. It's physically impossible. And just because you don't like Pornhub, you're attacking them. when I hate to tell you, there are other websites who literally don't give a shit about the terms of their own policies. Like, you literally are going after the person who upholds the rules as best as they can, instead of people who just don't give a shit about, people's safety and all that when it comes to porn. People can just upload whatever. I think that's so dumb. No, I'm not gonna donate money to this bullshit. Jane Doe trafficking hub. Yeah, this is stupid. Um, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm spreading the word of its stupidity. That's about all I'm doing. It's covered by Cosmopolitan, Washington. Yeah, I don't remember any of these, but okay. Independent. I do actually, for the record, I do read the Daily Wire, the New York Post, and Cosmopolitan occasionally. My mom has them, so occasionally when I'm bored and I'm over at her place every Sunday, I do read them. Um, but I don't remember reading any of those concerning them. Like if they were there, then no one gave a shit because they weren't very important and they weren't like on a front page or whatever. Um, you're not gonna be able to shut down Pornhub. Hate to tell you, you just can't. Cardi B joins the war on pornography. Yeah, cool. You got one famous person. I bet you that there's a million famous people who would go against this. And I hate to tell you, I hate it when people are like, porn is bad, porn is horrible. Um, that's your opinion. There is nothing that says that porn is bad as a fact. You cannot prove it is bad. It can only be morally bad, which is your problem. People can enjoy whatever the hell they want as long as it's not illegal. It doesn't hurt anyone. Hate to tell you, porn doesn't hurt anyone and it's not illegal. I mean, it depends on who's watching it, because if you are a kid watching porn, yeah, then I have to draw a line. But when you're a fucking adult and you're watching it legally and you can do whatever the fuck you want with your own dingling, who gives a shit? Who fucking cares? You know who cares? A fucking Karen. A fucking Karen and an army of white knights and other Karens, as well as maybe a few, memers like myself who signed it. Because, dear God, how could I resist signing something so stupid? It is in my nature to want to sign something so stupid. I must sign all the stupid stuff. I mean, I signed several things about, like, turning people's artwork into an actual statue in a park, and there were a lot of dumb ones out there. Every single one I've signed has been pretty dumb, to be honest. One of them was for Star Wars: The Old Republic. That was the only one I actually did because I want to see a Netflix series for Star Wars: The Old Republic, because The Old Republic is the best, era of Star Wars. But my point is, this is never gonna happen. You're never gonna shut it down because by law, the government can't shut it down unless it does something illegal or some sort of horrible thing goes on and they choose to shut themselves down. You can't do shit. And I actually want to see how many people attend this protest. I really do, and I'll link the actual like change.org petition down below because that's the one I originally saw. Um, if any of you guys want to support it, go right ahead. Just know that it's not going to do anything. By law, they can't shut it down. They can protest, but if they protest, and disturb, the whole disturbing the peace and actually causing damage to things, that's a different story. You can peacefully protest. Can't obstruct traffic. You cannot, cause a commotion. Because those are all things that you can either be fined or arrested for. So keep in mind for that. But once again, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can go and tweet this on Twitter and say, hey, this is a bunch of bullshit. Or you can say, hey, everyone support this. I don't care. It's your choice. Just know that it's not going to make a difference in the scheme of things. Pornhub's going to be there. You're going to have to deal with it. Because I hate to tell you, anyone who goes to this petition, or anyone who goes to this whole, right outside the building, the HQ, what's it called? Not petition. What's it called? Is it petitioning? Whatever. If you stand outside Pornhub and petition it, hate to tell you, you are not going to be able to outmatch the numerous people who are going to be like, dude, you're stupid. Sorry, but all married men probably go to Pornhub. And I say that because my dad goes to Pornhub, and yeah, that's a horrible sight for me to see, and I'm still scarred by that image. But I know that my dad goes to Pornhub because I've seen it on his search history on his tablet in the past. And my mom's just like, big whoop. What man need to satisfy his own dingling? And yes, dingling is my mom's word. I'm only using it because I don't want to say dick. Because I'm referring to the idiots who sign this as dicks. Oh! But seriously, what are you trying to accomplish? You're only looking like the stubborn Karens on the internet, the ones who think they're doing good, but really they know for a fact they should just drop it and back away. But instead, no, they double down and are like, "No, how dare you do this to me? You're a liar. How dare?" And I'm saying this because these are the Karens that you normally see online. If you double down on your own stupidity, prepare to be double, shunned for it. I'm not saying people should go shun them. I'm just saying you're gonna get shunned because you're doing something stupid. Just a fact of life. Can't deal with it, don't do stupid stuff. I'm pretty sure that's simple. Oh, and I should clear up something. YouTube has been able to be held accountable for what it does, but that's because it wasn't YouTuber content that was uploaded that made it, made them get in trouble. I'm speaking of Kappa. I did say at the beginning of the video that they aren't held responsible for their platform. It depends on what you're talking about. For things that are posted on their platform, no, they're not responsible. But for things that, happen within the insides of the platform, for example, collecting information about kids, yeah, then they can be held reliable. But that in no way has anything to do with the actual content that is being uploaded. Which is why the terms of service are specifically there saying, hey, yeah, you have to be 13 in order to make an account on YouTube. And what do they get? Oh, they get sued. Because, they can't really enforce it. I don't know how they would enforce it. And I have to tell you, by law, that's about all you can do. That really is all you can do. You can't ask for identification. That's illegal because it involves personal information that is not allowed to be out there. And I'm talking about like Pornhub in general because one of the things that they said in the original article was that they should ask for official government issued IDs for people so that they know that it's not trafficking or taking people to areas where they shouldn't be. I'm telling you this right now. If you're going to do that, you have to literally separate every single porn video to only the countries that they're from. Because there's no way to know where a porn was recorded. You could record a pornography in a hotel in America, or it could be in Japan. You will never know. Because you cannot tell from a video. Who gives a shit? It's porn. It's not supposed to be location-based. It's supposed to be sexual-based. God, it's so stupid. Yeah, no, I'm not supporting trafficking. By the way, I'm just saying there's no way to prove that it's trafficking, unless it specifically said that it's trafficking. There's really no way to prove it, because it's a video. You can't tell by where it's recorded. You can't tell by the people who are being recorded, because I hate to tell you, there's a thing called immigrants who are legally allowed to be in whatever country they're in. And I think it's so dumb that they would be like, yeah, just issued a government ID, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. That's illegal. You cannot ask for a government issued ID because that is personal information that is not allowed to be out there because anyone can use that information and literally steal your identity. Are you stupid? Oh God, I gotta end this video before I ramble on more. But this is just no. You're so stupid. Oh my God, I really want to know how many people would be for this and how many people would actually be against it. Like, not signing the petition wise. I'm just saying how many people would actually go to a protest. That's what I was thinking of, not petition, protest. Would you actually go to a protest about this? Would you travel to wherever this thing is? What was it? 7777? I don't remember. Here, I'll show you the address just because I know you guys are all going to go to the protest, right? You're all going to go to the protest, correct? Every single one of you is going to go to the protest, correct? The answer to that is no. No one here is going to go to the protest, obviously. Oh, God. Where was it? Fuck it. I'll just go back to here. So, was it in here I saw it? Shit. Where was it? There we go. Demonstration. Yeah, demonstration. What are you demonstrating? That you're a bunch of idiots? Will be held at 7777 Decarie Boulevard, Montreal, Quebec. I don't know what that means. Canada, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Only 2 hours? You're only going to stand out there for 2 hours? Man, if you're really dedicated to the cause, you'll do more than 2 freaking hours. You'll stand out there all day. That's what real people who are dedicated to a cause would do. But you're just going to stand out there. See, this is what I'm saying. They're doing it for publicity. I hate to tell you, you aren't going to get anything across in 2 hours. I hate to tell you, that's like one lunch period for like my school basically. That's well not no my lunch periods are about an hour. You're you're literally obstructing nothing. The whole point of a protest is to declare that you're against something or you don't support something, and by getting in the way of whatever is going on. That's basically what a protest is for. In other words, chaining yourself to a tree so the trees don't get cut down. That's a protest. But you giving up after 2 hours, yeah, that's pure dedication, boys. That's pure dedication. I'm saying boys because I noticed that most people who watch my videos are men, which is sad because I won't have any fangirls ever in my life. Except for my girlfriend. Although she just isn't really a fangirl, she's just kind of a girl who is my girlfriend, so. Is she technically a fan then? Oh, I don't know. I'm sad now. Actually, to be honest, I don't care. I'm into guys as well. Any guys out there, hit me up. No, I'm kidding. Don't. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. How dare you? Fuck you, bitch. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video now. Bye, everyone.